Hey guys, Elisa here. I'm bringing you another 4v4 today, and right at the beginning we see this huge block of tasks. This is actually one of our allies. His name was Eric the Great, and he actually dropped out. So this is a 3v4 on the map, Extinction. And right now I will be spawning as the yellow Zerg in the bottommost side. To the left will be Hype playing as the green Terran, and then Virgo 0x playing as the pink Protoss. So now we are against Dark Fuse as the teal Protoss, yep, and then a Morgan Wright as the blue Zerg, and in the back we have Zin as the red Protoss, and Volcom as the purple Zerg. This was before we did our placement matches, so I'm not sure of these guys' ranks, but nevertheless, it is a 3v4 right now. I'm going for an early gas. I'm going to rush speedlings as I have indicated here. Just trying to go for the fastest possible speedlings, just so I can try to take out one person early in the game, as a 3v4 is heavily in the favor of the 4 team, as they just have better macro. And right now there's shit talk on the other team. They want to kill me first. It was because I was spamming during while my ally was actually being dropped. So pretty interesting so far. Not that interesting actually. And right now we see Zin as he is drunk. But I am still doing the 14 pool 15 hatch, looks like. I will be doing 14 pool 15 hatch, and I don't plan to be saturating my natural, just using that to produce Zerglings. I put my expansion here. This is a relatively safe place for Zerg, as it is in the center of all 4 of the players' bases. So there goes my hatchery. I should be putting my pool down afterwards. I like to put my pool after my hatchery, just because the pool pops a little bit before, or just right about the same time as the hatchery, and so I'm just not really wasting any time in between. And then I can just put down 2 spine crawlers immediately at my expansion if I need to. So that's why I like pool after hatchery. Now it's not going to work for every game, and this was a special case. But I did stop getting gas at 100, or a little bit over 100. I wanted to just get 100 so I can research the metabolic boost, so that I can get my speedlings as fast as possible. Right now, let us look at the Eric the Great. His base is actually being attacked. He was early pooled by Morgan Wright's 6 Zerglings, and it looks like he will be just taken out in the first 3 minutes of the game. So let's look at what the enemy has. Blue Zerg has a 18 out of 18, no gas yet, and is a little bit supply locked, but heavy income right now. If we look at the income, let's see, I actually have the most income, just because I have gone a shit ton of drones, and I've put down 2 spine crawlers. I also have my expansion up. My expansion is probably going to be taken down soon, as there is incoming force of Zerglings and Zealots at my expansion. I have no defense there and no units, and we are playing a little bit defensive right now. Hype looks like he's going to be mega raxing it, so we are all trying to do some kind of early game cheese just to get rid of an enemy player. I'm putting down 2 spine crawlers right now because I do not want to build Zerglings. I just want to keep pumping drones as long as possible, get around 24 drones, putting a second hatchery there just so I can keep up in Zergling production. Then I actually decided to put my Evo chamber there, just so melee units have to go around and go through the small choke to attack. I put my spine crawler there too, so it is protected by my little ring of building. So pretty good building placement. I actually like to get my harvesters up all the way to 20 on minerals, and then 3 on gas right now. So I should be building a second queen soon. Let's look at what my ally has. He has 3 tech labs and is getting Marauder, so M&M pretty standard right now. Virgo 0x is not microing very well. He has 1 zealot in there just doing work on his harvester. That zealot has 3 kills, but now it'll be taken down. Looking at the income, Virgo 0x has 19 harvesters, so high harvester count, but not that high income. Looking at blue, he is... His mineral income is very low for some reason, only 440, and he has a lot of harvesters, 20 harvesters, so Oh, it's because he is getting a lot. He has 6 in gas right now, so he's probably gonna tech the Muta or Hydra. So blue is teching, not the wisest choice in 3v4, as a good timing push can take you out instantly. You just want to do a 4-man timing push, and a 4-man timing push early game is extremely difficult to hold off, especially with 3 people. We also have purple expanding to the safe expansion in the middle. Dark Fuse looks like he is a horrible player, getting a photon cannon before getting any units and then rushing to Stargate, so most likely seeing some copper level Void Ray play. Not the strongest player, but we shall see what happens. Right now, still no gas for Volcom, just with the expansion. He is running his queen back and forth to spawn larvae. This is a bad idea. You should always go multiple or 1 queen per base. And right now, I said I'm gonna go ransack. I actually meant to say ransack. So I see that actually Red was building his nexus here, trying to take my trying to take my deceased ally's base, which was kind of weird. So I actually request my my allies to help and come take this down, because this is just really aggressive play right here. My ally Hype does come in with a good Eminem army, and so does Virgo 0x with his Immortal and Zella army. Right now we are 3v1ing this red player. I see that he's running, so I am actually trying to run my Zerglings past the sentries and then attacking just to cut him off. I do suffer heavy Zergling losses, but all of Red's units do die. Units lost. Red has now lost 1,600 resources in units. I've only lost 6 Zerglings in that, so very good exchange actually in my part, knowing when to attack. And then now I decide to push into the base because I assume one of them has to be teching. So this amount of Zerglings can easily do great work on these drones and these spine crawlers, especially without any Zergling support. So I make quick work of the spine crawler. I kill the queen, and this spine crawler that's about to finish dies instantly. All his drones here will die, and his teching does not prove to be very successful. I am dragging my Zerglings away just for the bit. I know I can't take on those zealots in that kind of surface area, so I actually do manage to pick up, and I see his expo, so I'm gonna just go ahead and ravage all these drones here. Right now, if we look at the income, blue is at, drones are not updating right now, blue is at 9 harvesters, no queens, and very low income. So I have crippled blue to less than half a player right now, so we are currently still in the red, but we are doing well right now. I do manage to take out all of Red's forces that he sent over. Red has lost so many units now, 2,200 in resources, and I am just rallying my speedlings here. I have 2 queens, 2 harvesters, just producing Zerglings, speedlings the entire time. I think I'm also researching +1. Yep, I have +1 research, so these +1 Zerglings can actually hold their own in mineral cost to Zealots. So I'm just going to go take out Blue's lair, and then Blue's expo lair, and then decide to attack another player from there. This single Void Ray is just horrible against Zerglings. He does have 6 kills, but 6 kills that are Zerglings really does not mean anything. So I take out his lair. I'm going for a second expo. You see how quickly that this hatchery falls to +1 speedlings. So +1 speedlings can actually hold their own to Zealots at equal cost. So they're really good once you get the upgrade. I don't decide to attack just because of those Broodlings and those Zealot support. Blue does have his overlords here, so he does see what I'm doing. I apologize for this blacked out minimap right now. It is just some weird glitch that replays have before a certain patch where you can't see the minimap. I've also had this in one of my 2v2s, and this was during a game and not as a replay, so that was very annoying. I have 2 queens right now, fully saturating my mineral line with only 20, so not that full saturation. I still have the highest income though, so I have the most efficient saturation, except for Red, who has 28. So right now I am getting a Hydrogen, so I know I'll have to transition to Hydro soon. You can't just win the game with Zerglings, as they cannot get enough surface area once enemy reaches critical mass with a ranging. As you can see, these Zerglings pop dime a dozen. So I am now moving out my Speedling army once again, trying to see if I can do more damage to